What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and I thought today would be kind of fun. I know a lot of people like doing this. I like doing this. We are playing detective, okay? So you guys have to help me out. I'm going to be putting a few things on the screen, and then at the end, like towards the end, I'm going to be going over some theories that a lot of fans are having, and I'll just kind of give you my opinion on them. So today we're going to be analyzing the very small Brewster direct trailer. Now, should we even be doing this? Probably not. I mean, we're getting a direct next month, but I thought it'd be fun to kind of start putting pieces together. I'm really excited for the theories towards the end. I'll try and put timestamps so you guys can move around there. So right now, we're just going to play the trailer all the way through. I'm sure you've seen this by now. I'll stop it at certain points. So this is like very little that we have to work with. Okay, so this is probably the most substantial frame that we have. And, you know, I just wanted to kind of pause it here because the inside of the museum is not going to change. The only thing that is going to change is this bench over here. So there was one that looked similar. So this bench was over here. Like they were both there. RIP, it's not there anymore. I wonder if it shows up somewhere. Honestly, that'd be kind of cute. And then we have this little Brewster kiosk. And of course, this opening to the Roost, which is where Brewster is going to be. And then if I fast forward it a little bit more, you can interact with the sign. And of course, it will say the Roost open 24/7. So that's kind of cool. We can visit Brewster whenever we want. And the character just goes in. And that's literally all the gameplay we have. Then we have a couple graphics, which are still important. So we have the Animal Crossing Direct, and as you can see, I'm gonna show something very, very cool in a bit. But we have sort of, I mean, it is the Roost. We can all assume it is the Roost, but it's really blurry. We can't really make out a lot of the details. You can kind of see what looks like a cash register here, maybe like a painting over here. We'll get to some exciting stuff later. So this is just the Direct sometime in October. I wish they gave us a date, by the way. Stay tuned for more info. There is a split. Okay. There is a little bit of a split here at the 29, 28 second mark. Right here. Kind of where you can see the whole thing. I'm going to give you a better picture on there. But yeah, you can see like a table, chairs. Okay. So this is just like, stay tuned. We also have, okay, that's the Nintendo logo. Now I want to go back here, because that's like the blurry Roost, okay? Now, we do have a better picture of the Roost, and this is courtesy of dodocodes.com. Look how, it's not perfect, okay? So basically, Jess over at dodocodes.com, thank you, by the way, basically removed the blur filter. Like, it still looks a little bit distorted, but I feel like this is the best picture we have of the Roost. And this has got me super excited, okay? So yeah, I mean, the cash register looks a lot clearer. We have the cuckoo clock on the wall. Back here, let's see if we can zoom it in. It's going to start getting blurry, so I apologize about that. So on the left, looks like right here is the coffee grinder. Now right here, I am not sure what this is. This little symbol right here looks sort of like a latte symbol or even a boba symbol. I'm not too sure. I mean, it both make sense. So if we zoom it out there, I don't know if you can like get a better visual of what that is. But this is the Roost, everyone. Now, I think that this is very impressive. So this entrance, we could probably assume is where you go in towards that left entrance in the museum. So you'll be coming in on the left. And immediately, this is the counter right here. Brewster will be here. And then we have a lot of seating, which makes me believe that maybe we will see not only our own villagers, but I'm hoping that we see some past villagers or even random villagers that we can maybe recruit to live in. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities here, but this is definitely the clearest picture that we have of the Roost. So shout out to dodocodes.com. Let me know what you think about your first glimpse of the Roost, and also these little symbols over here. That is definitely a grinder, like a coffee grinder. And then right here, I'm not too sure what that is. Let me know. Also, we have different pictures we can't really make those out. This one does look like Brewster a little bit. I'm reaching a little bit here, but let me know what you think of the Roost. All right, next up, I want to kind of rewind a little bit to this over here, okay? Now, this shot I told you was probably the most like telling of all the shots. Now, what I want to do is actually I want to focus in on this kiosk here because it looks like there's some information that I don't want to skip over. So I've taken the liberty of zooming in a little bit, and we have this right here. So this is just a blown up version of that kiosk. Now, I wanted to ask you guys what you thought each symbol was, okay? So obviously here, that's just like, this is where the Roost is, okay? Brewster and a cup of coffee, that's easy. This one right here looks like coffee beans and would make sense. So in the past games, coffee beans were given to you by Brewster. Essentially, all you could do with them really is sell them, okay? So you could sell, there was like 3 types of beans, you could sell them. Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to what I think they'll be used for in this game. This symbol is, I've been thinking about this all day. I don't know what this is, okay? So what it looks like is, it looks like a couple things. Now it's going to start getting really blurry here. I don't know what this is. To me, this looks like maybe a big picture of the museum, but that wouldn't make sense because, like, again, this kiosk is supposed to be used to like advertise what is in there. So it looks like buildings, something like that. At first I thought like maybe this could be a DIY, like maybe you can make things for your house and that's why there's a house symbol on there. I've heard theories of, you know, jobs, you know, delivering to villager houses. Let me know in the comments, but this is our clearest picture of what this symbol could be. Of course, we're going to find out very soon. Let me know in the comments what you think that could be. Okay, next theory. And this is you know what? I like this theory, okay? Look at this scene right here. Now we have a left entrance, a middle entrance. The middle, of course, goes to the art exhibits. The left goes to Brewster's Cafe, the Roost. Now, a lot of people, and I want your guys' opinion on this. A lot of people are saying, well, what's going here? And I feel like a lot of us, like, everything is even in the museum. So a lot of us want to think like, okay, that wall is definitely going to get destroyed and something else is going to go there. And a lot of people have been saying 2 things, okay? And I want to know what side you're on, okay? So the first thing people are saying is Celeste, okay? Now in past games, Celeste has had an observatory that you can go in, and it was super cute. You could talk to Celeste and look at the constellations, make your own constellations. It really wasn't fleshed out, but it was a very iconic part, seeing Celeste in there, okay? Now, the other one is a museum gift shop, okay? So that seems a little bit random to me. I don't know who would run it. Brewster's definitely not going to run 2 places at once. So those are the 2 main things that people are kind of thinking. Now, that right side may never turn into something, but I think it's a very, like, I am on Team Celeste. I think that the observatory makes a lot of sense. Here's my only thing with that, okay? Celeste has a function in New Horizons, and I don't think ever, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think New Horizons has ever introduced a character and then changed their function later on, all right? I can't think of any. Leaf, when he was introduced, he's still in the plaza. Red, you kind of saw him on your island, and then he went to his ship. I really can't think of anyone else. So it would kind of be sort of, not in the pattern of Animal Crossing to change a function of the NPC. But I think right here, it's definitely something to think about, because wouldn't you think, like, they would want everything to be even? I don't know, just a thought. Before we get to the last one, that last theory, I don't think will be in this Animal Crossing Direct. It would just be very weird to show like Brewster, his entrance all made, and then talk about Celeste and then update the entrance. I don't think that's going to happen, at least like in this next Direct. The last theory that I want to get to, and I kind of covered a little bit, are the new Amiibo card series. Okay, so Nintendo recently revealed that Series 5 will be coming out. And they didn't really give any other details. And a lot of people are thinking, wait a second, Series 5 is coming out. Okay, you have Raymond, you have Audie, you have Sherb, You got like Flick and CJ and Daisy May and things like that. But who else is going to be in that series? And I really don't think that Nintendo would put out a series with a very limited cast, okay? They want us all to buy as many packs as we can to finish that set. Now, historically, the series of Amiibo cards in Animal Crossing have been about 100 cards, give or take, okay? Now, there's a couple theories going around, and I want to know, again, what side you were on. The first theory being that they would announce new villagers. Okay, and my first reaction to that was that would be a major update. Now, Nintendo just putting in new villagers. I mean, they could pick from some of the villagers that didn't make the cut, or crossover characters from like the Zelda franchise or Splatoon. So that would kind of be cool to like add those into Series 5. I don't know how I feel about that. That would be a giant, like you're thinking 100 cards. That would be a giant addition. I'm not too sure if Nintendo just wants to add like 70 new villagers. I think that would be a little bit crazy. Would be awesome, but it would be kind of weird. The next theory, which I kind of am on board with, I think I'm more on this side. There was a set of Amiibo cards that were like RV cards, okay? So, one villager that comes to mind, Sylvana. I think Tad is another one that I don't know why I just thought of those. But those are villagers that are stuck with that RV set and could possibly come over and finally be in a traditional series of Amiibo cards. So those are the two theories going on. And I'm kind of leaning towards the RV characters coming into like a traditional series. But let me know what you think. Do you think Animal Crossing is going to add even more villagers? So that's all I got for today, guys. I'm very hyped about this. There's not a whole lot to analyze. There's not a whole lot to go over. We will learn even more in October in the Animal Crossing Direct, which I will be live streaming on this channel. Let me know any other predictions you have in the chat. So we have Celeste possibly moving in, new villagers being announced, whatever that symbol was on Brewster's kiosk thing. I have no idea what's going on. Hopefully you guys know more than me. Thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you in the very next video. Peace out, everyone.